Hold on to your dreams regardless of what anyone else says. I want to share a story with you that my mentor, Mary Morrissey, shared with me at one time. I was in a training with her, and I absolutely love this story, and it's so true. And perhaps maybe you might be or have experienced something very similar to this. I'm going to probably read this story so I don't miss it. I don't want to mess it up because Mary said it so nice. Um, you know, if I said it, I would speak Japanese, and the only three people in the world that know Japanese is my husband, my identical twin, and my mom. So I'm going to read, okay? So this is from Mary Morrissey's mentor, Jack Canfield, and this is a true story about a boy who used his imagination to create a dream. And it goes like this. He has a friend named Monty Roberts who owned a horse ranch, and he has let him use the house to put on fundraising events to raise money for youth at risk programs. So the last time he was there, he introduced Jack by saying, "I want to tell you why I let Jack use my house." It all goes back to the story about a young man who was the son of an itinerant horse trainer who would go from stable to stable, racetrack to racetrack, farm to farm, and ranch to ranch training horses. As a result, the boy's high school career was continually interrupted. When he was a senior, he was asked to write a paper about what he wanted to be and do when he grew up. That night, the boy went home and wrote a 7-page paper describing his goal of someday owning a horse ranch. He wrote about his dream in great detail, and he even drew a diagram of 200-acre ranch showing the location of the buildings and the stables and the horse track. Then he drew a detailed floor plan of a 4,000 square foot house, which sat in the middle of the 200-acre ranch. He put a great deal of his heart into that project, and the next day he was excited to hand it to his teacher. 2 days later, he received the paper back. On the front page was a large red F with a note that said, "See me after class." The boy with the dream went to see his teacher after the class and asked, "Why did I receive an F?" The teacher said, "This is an unrealistic dream for a boy like you. You have no money. You come from an itinerant family. You have no resources. Owning a horse ranch requires a lot of money. You have to buy the land. You have to pay for the original breeding stock, and later you'll have to pay the large breeding fees. There's no way you could ever do that." Then the teacher added, "If you rewrite this paper with a more realistic goal, I will reconsider your grade." The boy went home and thought long and hard about that. He asked his father what he should do. His father said, "Look, son, you have to make up your mind on this. However, I think this is a very important decision for you." Finally, after sitting with this for a week, the boy turned in the same paper, making no changes at all. He stated, "You can keep your F, and I'll keep my dream." Monty then turned to the assembled group ahead in front of him and said, "I tell you this story because you are sitting in my 4,000 square foot house in the middle of 200-acre horse ranch. I still have that paper framed and it's over the fireplace." He added, "The best part of the story is that 2 summers ago, that same school teacher brought 30 kids to camp out on his ranch. When the teacher was leaving with the kids, he said, 'Look, Monty, I can tell you this now. When I was a teacher, I was something of a dream stealer. During those years, I stole a lot of kids' dreams. Fortunately, you had enough gumption not to give up on yours. Our imagination is the mental faculty that creates our future. Don't let anyone steal yours. It is the key. It's the dress rehearsal. in creating the life that you would absolutely love.